now that you're taking over this portfolio, and what are your fears going into it?
Well, I haven't had an opportunity to meet with the President yet. I've just been informed that the first cabinet meeting is on Wednesday, and I assume at some point the President will have a conversation with me. I don't think that I have any specific fears. I understand the moment the country is in, and the awesome weight of the responsibility that I have together with others in the government. You know, I want to assure the public that their safety and security is uppermost in my mind. That's what I'm going to focus on, and I hope that in the time that I am minister, I will be able to take the country forward.
Prof. Bulelwe Jones from ENCA. Maybe just two questions from our side. As the new acting minister, do you support the work of the task team, and will it be empowered to continue its work? That's just number one.
You're talking about the political...
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'll deal with that question after I've had an opportunity to meet with the Commissioner, the National Commissioner. I believe that meeting is scheduled for Thursday. I don't think it would be appropriate for me to comment on that matter without having had the benefit of a discussion with him.
Just last for me, is this the perfect opportunity to use the unreleased anti-corruption report to address police intelligence failures?
You mean the report of the National Anti-Corruption Council? Well, I do think that my appointment as a minister of this portfolio, while I am still the chairperson of the National Anti-Corruption Council, the term of which expires at the end of this month, when the council will finalize its closeout report to the President, I'm now in a better position than I was as chairperson of the council to take the recommendations of the council forward, and I will certainly be doing so. I will be asking the National Commissioner when I meet him to arrange for a meeting between the council and the National Anti-Corruption, between the National Anti-Corruption Council and his management team, to discuss our recommendations. And it is certainly my intention to work very closely with the Minister of Justice, because the recommendations that that the Council has made impact her portfolio as well as my portfolio. So I think we together will be in a much better position going forward to take those recommendations forward. The recommendations that the Council has made are ones that I'm committed to. The Council went through a very protracted, rigorous process of investigation and deliberation in coming to its conclusions. And so I can say that I am fully committed to implementing the recommendations that will be contained in our closeout report. And of course, when you go into a collective process, when you are part of the cabinet decision-making system, the conversation is going to be had in the cabinet context, in a wider process of decision-making. So I can't be sure what the outcomes will be at this point, but I can say for certain that I'm going to be articulating my views, which are the Council's views, on all these matters, on whistleblowing, on what is required to fight corruption in our society, in our system of government, in the police service. I'm going to be articulating those issues in the cabinet.
Minister, just on a matter of clarification, in the way that you understand it, is this role going to be a temporary role? Will you be setting up a full office, advisors? Have you given thought to what your office will look like and what you'd need in terms of support?
So I've been applying my mind to that question. There is a commission of inquiry, a judicial commission of inquiry, which has been given apparently 2 phases to do its work, 3 months and 6 months. And its findings and its recommendations are going to be consequential. And will have an impact on the way the president thinks about the cabinet. Today I was appointed minister, not acting minister. It has the idea of an acting appointment is not provided for in the Constitution. So the way I understand it is this: the president has a very wide discretion, appropriately, to constitute the cabinet. The president appoints in his discretion or her discretion, and decides how long every minister serves. So I, like every other minister, serve at the president's discretion. I think that is right. And so while I am in this portfolio, I will carry out the responsibilities of the Minister of Police to the best of my abilities, as I indicated in the affirmation that I was required to take, fully, as best I can. For as long as I hold the office.
Natasha?
Minister, it's Natasha Puri here from SABC.
Hi, Natasha.
You just indicated that you will be meeting the National Police Commissioner, Fani Masemola, on Thursday.
Yeah.
When will you go down to KZN to possibly meet Lieutenant General
Yes.
as you've indicated in the past?
Yeah.
You once served as a Gauteng MEC of safety.
Yeah.
What will you bring to the table, to this ministry?
Okay, so there are a few questions there. I think the question when I go to KwaZulu-Natal is an issue I have to discuss with the National Commissioner, because I would also, as far as possible, we should be going together. So the timing will depend on my conversation with him. As the national minister, I have to visit all the provinces. In what sequence and with what priorities in mind, that still has to be determined. So I will answer that question, in the coming days. What was your second question?
What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to this ministry, given your experience as the MEC?
Yeah. To some extent, I think that is a question that the public and the president will have to answer. I do not want to. I'm not going to want to share my CV. Okay, I'm uncomfortable with that. But look, I do think that my experience in Gauteng was very valuable, because I had the opportunity and privilege for a period of time to work very closely with the police service. It was a very important and meaningful experience for me. I learned a lot. about the challenges of safety and security in a province like Gauteng at the time. Of course, all the provincial MECs work closely with the national minister. That's the way our system is set up. So I also had the opportunity to engage with the national commissioner, to be part of national decision making and so forth at the time. I am by nature interested in what I would call reflective decision making. You need to carefully consider the facts, learn about the issues. In every portfolio that I've had, I've read widely. I've tried to inform myself without you know, turning yourself into an expert. You've got to have knowledge. You've got to have subject matter knowledge. It helps in the leadership role that you are required to carry out as a minister. So I will bring those attributes to this task as well. You know, I'm committed to the constitutional project, and that knowledge of the constitutional arrangements is also important, because it should orientate my own conduct. It should orientate also the conduct of the police in carrying out their responsibilities. I will work hard. You know, I'm not distracted by the noise, and I don't have any, you know, I will tackle the task. I'm not, I'm not driven by ambition or political ambition. I've been given a task. I'm going to tackle that task without fear or favor. Subject, of course, to the President's guidance and direction, and as a member of the Cabinet.
Prof, once again,
Yeah.
Puleli Treaty Jones from ENCA. You say that you were not appointed as acting minister, but rather as minister. Just for the sake of clarity for South Africans who may be confused watching, what do you mean by that? Just secondly as well, you said that shoot to kill doesn't work. So what happens in an instance where cops are shot at? What kind of strategies will you be applying that the cops be protected and lives preserved as well?
Yeah, so the affirmation that I took was as minister, and as I indicated, all ministers serve at the pleasure of the President. I mean, no different position. And if I serve for 1 day, 1 month, 6 months, that's in the President's discretion. So the shoot to kill, I am not going to second guess police officers when they are in the field, when they have to deal with violent criminals. It's for them to take whatever steps are necessary to subdue the criminal, and to protect themselves, subject to the law. We're not a banana republic. We have a history in this country of the abuse of policing power. We all know about that. And after our constitutional transition, we've had incidents which we as a country should think about. Andres Kitane is no longer with us. Marikana happened on our watch. So the message from the minister cannot be that lawlessness, that what is required to fight crime is unbridled, unlawful violence. The police have more than sufficient authority and power to fight crime. They will get, in that responsibility, all the support they need from me. I also think that fighting crime requires a strong and efficient, well-run organization, capable detectives, and so forth. So effective policing is a function of a strong, effective, and accountable organization. And I'm going to be paying attention to questions like that in order to get better outcomes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, colleagues.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Intend to navigate the upcoming LGE with such a crucial component of the SAPS only semi-functional when we know violence generally spikes before and after?
We will resource them so that come the local government election we have stabilized killings, especially those of councillors, especially in that province of KwaZulu-Natal. I think we have seen recently they have made an arrest in the Cindy Somakata case, and they will continue. They will again soon be making some inroads in terms of arresting in other cases in that province. So we will resource the team and they will continue doing the work.
General Mthwala, what's the delay in meeting with the minister? He says you'll meet on Thursday. What happens between now and Thursday?
Well, probably that's his diary. I will never know, but I know that he have got quite a number of things to do. So, yeah.
And what's the most urgent issue you will raise with the minister once you meet with him?
Well, there's quite a number of issues which I won't, if I have to detail now, it'll take me up to tomorrow. But I'll brief him about the organization, what the organization is doing, and what areas we need him to assist us with. So I can't specifically pick up an issue to say on this one, but we do have quite a number of issues that we will raise.
Commissioner Masemela, does the minister, the new minister, now have your full support as the police commissioner?
Yes, that's what I said, that I do, I commit to work with him, I support him, I will support him, and the men and women in blue, we will support him, to commit to work with him to make South Africa safe. And we are looking forward for his direction and guidance and in making South Africa safe. And of course, one thing we will, as you always say, what are the first thing is for subs to get resources. We need resources, we need more bodies on the ground, and we need also additional budget to acquire those resources.
Commissioner Tabiso Goba from Eyewitness News. Commissioner, since that media briefing by General Ladram Kwanazi, we've seen a number of arrests made by the SAPS political killings SARS team. Now, there has been a sentiment that they maybe, I know you said you didn't disband it, but maybe it was sort of inhibited in its work, and since that media briefing is sort of been now, is able to carry out its duties effectively. Is that assessment wrong, or was the SAPS political task team always on the ball?
Look, there are various reasons that will have impact on that, which are not necessarily within the SAPS. It's quite a wide in the criminal justice system. So, yeah, since then there has been an improvement, we agree, and we have seen it, and reasons are quite vast. It's either enrolling cases. Remember, police don't just wake up and enroll cases. There are those that make decisions on the enrollment. So probably there has been some improvement in that regard in the enrollment of cases, and they are doing their work. And it's quite, their work is quite packed. It's a lot that they still have to do, which is ready to roll and go and roll those cases at court. So they will still be coming.
Was something preventing them previously that before the media briefing?
As I said, there were quite a lot of problems across the JCPS, the criminal justice system. So certain areas, there has been some easiness of some sort. I wouldn't know why, but as I said, the enrollment of cases at some point was a problem, and now the cases are being enrolled. Hence, you see them doing quite tremendous work, and they have a lot on the plate. They will still be continue doing.
General, sorry, Michael Mbeo from SABC Channel Africa. South Africa is about to host the G20 summit. I know South Africa has done well previously in hosting, major events without major incidents, including the World Cup, the BRICS summit. But this time, this is something else. How confident are you that this time also you're going to pull it out?
Based on our history and of hosting events successfully, we don't take it for granted to rely on history. We are busy preparing now, and of course also taking into account what our intelligence community are saying. So we are preparing our plans. We will be ready to host it. We will go an extra mile, making sure that the events goes quite successful. We are aware that the world of today is not the world of yesterday, so even the threats are different. So we will approach it in that fashion and do our best.
Commissioner, I'm told we have to release you. So last question.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm outside.
Commissioner.
Thank you very much. Of course, that's the national.
Thank you.